Good morning and Happy New Year. Picking the WXYZ Channel 7 Newsmaker of the Year is never easy. The list of potential candidates come from all fields of endeavor. But one individual and his organization captured the nation's attention last year in a very positive way, like no other news story. Remember this? You got it. The Detroit Youth Choir. The man behind this phenomenal group is Anthony White, its artistic director. Today, we'll shine our 2019 Newsmaker of the Year spotlight on him and 4 members of his award-winning choir. So sit back and enjoy our very inspiring program. I'm Chuck Stokes, and this is Spotlight, Newsmaker of the Year Special. After this last year, you probably feel as though they've shot you out of a cannon, and you're probably still pinching yourself, right?
Yes, it was an unbelievable journey just to have this opportunity to be on national TV with our organization that's right here in the city of Detroit. It's amazing. And to have those young people get out there and do their thing, I mean, wow. We take in so many performance requests week to week. And we have to fulfill those, because, everybody want to see these kids.
Are you getting them from everywhere?
Yes.
All over the country?
All over the country, especially right here in the city of Detroit. Mm-hmm. People just want to see them live. Just to see DYC live, sure. It's like a life-changing event.
Well, they've been wonderful ambassadors for this city, all of you. Your household names now. That probably is good and bad in some ways.
It's good. It's good. The years that we put in with these young people, rehearsals 2 or 3 times a week, talking to their parents, getting the kids ready, getting uniforms together. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's been such an amazing turnaround from where we came from.
And there's 62 in the group, roughly?
Well, actually, I think we're over 100 right now.
Oh, my gracious. Yes. How do you manage that? Because that's a lot.
Well, Chuck, we have an amazing staff. We have 4 choir directors, including myself. Mm-hmm. We have 4 dance instructors, choreographers, and also 4 theater instructors and some disciplinary staff as well. And with that unit, we were able to produce one of the best things of 2019, which was the Detroit Youth Choir.
You're not new to this, even though people maybe heard of the Detroit Youth Choir for the first time this past year when you got all the national publicity.
Yes.
You've been doing this for 20 some odd years, correct?
Yes, I've been with the organization for that long. And when I took it over, it was called the Detroit Children's Concert Choir. Mm-hmm. And I took the organization, I said, you know what? Let's give another flair to it. Let's make it sound exciting. So we took out the children and put the youth in there, Detroit Youth Concert Choir and Performing Arts Company, because we can't forget we have theater and dance. So, with that new outlook on the organization, we were able to teach our young people how to dance and sing at the same time, which is hard. Mm-hmm. I mean, some people can't even walk and chew gum,
right.
But
there's so much energy involved with your choir, and I think that's one of the things that mesmerized audiences around the world is that they were in sync, they had so much energy, they were positive, they were smiling, but yet they were also putting out a quality sound.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if I tried to do that, first of all, I probably don't dance that well. Second of all, if I tried to sing in combination with that, I know it wouldn't be good. But how do you make them do those things?
Well, like I said, our staff works diligently on their voices, on their image, Because, you know, in this world today, it's about image, it's about professionalism.
A lot of coaching.
A lot of coaching. And our staff is able to just, you know, get that into their minds and their psyches that, look, when you get up on the stage, leave it all on the stage.
Yeah.
You know, be professional.
This reminds me, if we go back in history, of Motown.
Yes.
That these were diamonds in the rough, but there was so much professionalism involved with coaching these young people who had God-given talent, but they had to be able to take that talent and shape them for world audiences.
Yes, and you know what? The Motown machine is kind of what we you know, we do that with our young people as well.
Similarities.
You know, it's very similar. We do the choir first. We send them to choreography. Then from choreography, they go through etiquette. From etiquette, they go through the theatrical component, and then to the stage.
All right.
Boom.
All right. A lot more I want to talk to you about. We're going to take a little break here. When we come back, I want to talk about how do you keep these young people grounded? What is it you want for them in their lives? And all kinds of other things we'll throw in there. We'll be right back with Anthony White, Artistic Director of the Detroit Youth Choir. Stay with us. And welcome back, Anthony White, Artistic Director for the Detroit Youth Choir and our 2019 Channel 7 Newsmaker of the Year.
Thank you.
How do you keep the young people grounded?
Wow.
I mean, this is heady stuff. You're on national television, all type of talk shows, performance shows. For a young person, that's a lot coming at them.
Yes, and what we do, Chuck, we tell our young people to be humble, to take in every opportunity as if it is the last, you know, because you never know when something like this is going to come around. So what I say personally to our young people is to make sure that you remember these moments. Make sure you remember this time in your life, to be young, to be on national TV, and to just be great at what you do, you know? Because I'm an older, you know, I'm 40 years old, and I remember...
That doesn't sound old to me.
I mean,
not at this stage.
I'm a little old, you know, but I remember times when I was young and I had some great opportunities, so I just really teach them to stay humble.
How did they keep up with their studies? Because they had to be out of class a decent amount of time with all of these various performances, whether it's local or it's in another city.
Yeah, well, we have tutors. When we travel, when we did America's Got Talent, we had tutors there that they did their homework. They checked in at school every day. Teachers actually emailed them assignments. So when they got back, they were well prepared. They were ready to go. So it wasn't like, you know, because DYC, we care about their education.
Right. At one point, you all needed some money, and a call went out for $1 million.
Can I get a drum roll, please? Where's the band? $1 million!
How did that make you feel? That this city turned out like that?
Detroit, you know, we love Detroit. And we wanted to represent the city the best way possible. And to receive that $1 million endowment was like amazing. I mean, just to have our city to give back in that manner was life-changing. And that money will help us actually sustain our program.
Your organization is a 501c3, nonprofit organization, so people can give and they can be able to get that write-off as well.
They can. Yes, they can. And they can do that on our website, DetroitYouthChoir.org. And it's been just a outpouring of love and support from the Skillman and Kresge. I mean, you have so many people that donated to us. It's amazing.
I know you probably were aware, but do you think the students, all of you, were aware of the impact that you had on Detroit and the reputation of Detroit around the world for all the people who were watching you every place that you go,
Yes.
and what this means to the image of this city that has been through so much.
Yes. Well, while we were in LA, we knew that everything was purple here. But we didn't know that we were touching lives and we were changing lives at the same time. We were changing lives in LA, we were changing lives back in Detroit. And when we got back at our rally we had in Campus Martius,
Right.
just to see 2,000 or 3,000 people there welcoming us back, we just so much appreciated that.
Yeah.
It
A
was
lot
amazing.
of people out there probably wondering, okay, what was it like sitting across from Kelly Clarkson on her news show?
Yes.
What was it like, and what was it like dealing with Terry Crews and all these other celebrities?
Well, number one, Kelly Clarkson is a class act.
All right, well, let's go to Carolyn Clifford from WXYZ Channel 7 in Detroit, who is with Mayor Duggan and the Detroit Youth Choir in Detroit.
Hey.
Oh, my God.
Hey,
Waving.
oh my. We are so excited to be with you, Kelly, and to put Detroit in the spotlight. We're at the beautiful Greater Grace Temple in the city of Detroit.
And Mr. White has been doing it for 18 years and 1,000 young people whose lives he shaped when they weren't on national television. And he's a treasure to the city of Detroit.
She loved on me. She loved on our guests and our kids that was back here. She was so nice. And we really appreciated being invited to something like that because we never been on a talk show. But that was our first time. And
Now you're old pros.
now I guess we pros now. But and Terry Crews of course, is a class act.
Right. And originally from Flint, Michigan.
Yes, Flint, Michigan, native.
Yes.
So he really showed us love. We call him Uncle Terry.
I love it. I love it.
And he actually responds to us on social media. He taught us that it takes one person to see you, for you to be exposed and for you to be successful. And he taught us that during our time with America's Got Talent.
All right, we need to take one more break. When we come back, I want to talk to you a little bit about what's next for the Detroit Youth Choir and what's next for you.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Stay with us. As you look over the horizon, what are your goals for this organization and yourself?
Well, first of all,
Because I know your life is not just Detroit Youth Choir. You're involved in other things.
Yes,
too.
I do a lot of other things. But most of my time is spent with the kids, you know. But our long-term goal is to get our building. We do need a facility, our own facility. So that's in the
Where do you
works.
practice?
We practice right now at the Durfee Innovative Society, next door to Central High School, in the middle of Detroit, in the middle of the city. But we are looking at several locations where we can set up shop for just DYC and DYC only. But just performing and traveling, that's our short-term goals, and exposing more youth to this experience. I think that's my goals.
And what do you want for the members of the choir in their life?
I want all of my children in our choir to be successful in life. I want them to know responsibility. I don't want them to know what responsibility is. I want them to know what filling out college applications is all about. I want them to know what success feels like. I want them to know how to respect and love each other. And if we can get that, if we can get it through music, let's make it happen.
Are you a tough artistic director? Are you a taskmaster? I'm going to ask them too, so you give me your answer first.
Well, I'm kind of a nice guy, but I know how to get mean. I can get mean.
Tough love?
I can, tough love. And I do love them tough.
when you got runner-up position on America's Got Talent,
Yes.
but you didn't get the whole kit and caboodle, but a whole lot of other attention.
Yeah.
Was that maybe a blessing in disguise?
Well, yes, I believe it was a blessing in disguise because, first of all, my young people took it with pride. They were just so happy to make it to that level. I mean, just to be second place on a national competition was truly amazing. And they settled with that. And to come home and be first place, you know, that's a whole nother story.
Right.
But
Because life is about
yes,
times when you're going to hit a bump in the road and
Bump
where
in the
everything
road.
won't go quite the way you want.
Yes.
But you have to learn how to be able to accept that
Yes.
along with everything else and keep it all in balance.
Yes, and win or lose, I love my kids. So whether or not they won, whether or not we lost or whatever, we're still going to go back to business as usual.
Right.
Business as usual.
Yeah.
Yes.
And overall in life, they
Oh,
were
yeah.
winners.
They
Without
were
a
winner
doubt.
in life. Oh yeah, for sure. I love them, and just to see them accept second place was a big step for them, for their character.
Absolutely.
You know. Yes.
Mr. White, it's
Thanks a
an
lot,
absolute pleasure. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Once again on all of the success for you and the Detroit Youth Choir.
Thank you.
And congratulations on being our Newsmaker of the Year.
Thank you so much, Chuck.
All right. And when we come back, we'll turn our attention to 4 of the members of the choir, all of them now college students. We'll be right back. Welcome to Spotlight.
Thank you.
First of all, I love your sweatshirt. Do I get one? Okay, I think that means no, I don't get one. I have to earn it. But seriously, introduce yourself so that our audience gets to know you. I'll start with you, Brianna.
My name is Brianna Carter. I attend Morgan State University.
Okay, in Baltimore?
In Baltimore.
Maryland. All right, very good. What year are you in?
First year, I'm a freshman.
First year, okay. All right, 3 to go. All right.
Hi, I'm Nicole Jones. I currently attend Central State University.
All right, in Ohio.
Yes.
Very good. And what year are you in?
I'm a freshman as well.
Okay, very good. What's your major?
I major in political science.
All right, and you didn't tell me your major.
My major is multimedia journalism.
All right, we really wanted to hear that in my business, right? All right, so one day maybe you'll be sitting over at that desk
Yeah.
anchoring the news, okay, along with Carolyn Clifford. All right,
My name's Alasia Chavis, and I go to Norfolk State University.
all right,
and
Virginia.
Yeah.
All right, very
My
good.
major is biology.
Biology, all right, you want to be a doctor one day?
Yes.
All right, excellent, all right, you're on the right road.
My name is Mackenzie Johnson. I attend Central State University with Nicole, and I major in criminal justice.
All right, so you guys can keep tabs on each other there.
Yes.
All right, excellent. What has this last year been like? Any of you?
It's been crazy, amazing. I don't even know. It's not really even describable. It's
Did you ever
Crazy.
dream something like this would happen?
I didn't think it was gonna happen. Like, we auditioned one time before. And
Right, in 2017,
Right,
correct?
right,
All right.
yeah.
And you didn't make it all the way.
No.
All
And
right,
then
so
when we
this
made
is
it-
about perseverance. You
Yeah.
tried and it came back.
Exactly. When we made it the second time, it was like, we did it? Really? Wow. great.
Yeah. Mackenzie?
The ride and the experience was really crazy. I didn't think we was really gonna get this far from the first time we auditioned, but when we got through the second, I was like, okay.
We got a shot
got
at
a
that.
lot of work to do, so.
Did you all feel what we felt in Detroit, that everybody was rooting for you, not just here, but around the country, that you all were representing in so many different ways, but particularly the Motor City?
It felt great getting all the support from home because we were all the way out there, but we could still feel all the love from back home. It felt really good.
Yeah. How many of you have been that far away from home before? None of you?
I have.
Yeah. No. So it had to be an eye-opening experience just to see a different part of the country and to go through all the experiences. Mr. White was telling me about how clothes were made for you out there.
Yeah.
You know, some of what you're sporting now, and you get to keep all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah. What are your hopes? What are your aspirations?
I learned from this is that I've come too far to turn back now, so it's like, why stop where I'm at right now? Just keep on going, keep on doing what I'm doing so I can be successful in life. And DYC has taught me that this is something that I can do.
Mm-hmm. How about some of the rest of it?
It's given me confidence for sure. Being able to just express myself on the national stage, it's given me a chance to be able to know that I'll be able to do it in my career in the future.
For me, it's shown me that anything is possible that you set your mind to. The ceiling can't hold us. Just anything you want to do, if you work hard enough for it, you can actually do it. Because who would have thought we would make it to second place on America's Got Talent?
Right, absolutely.
For me, it reminded me to be driven all the time and don't ever pull back from out of any type of situation that God gave me a blessing to keep going and just not look back on my past and just keep going.
Yeah. I asked him, and he gave me his opinion. Is he a taskmaster? Is he a tough love?
Tough love, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure. That's him. Tough love.
Tough love.
Tough love,
Mr.
yeah.
White,
All
tough
right.
love.
But you
Right.
know he has your best interests at heart. If I interview you 20 years from now, where are you going to be in life? Brianna?
I hope to be just making, like we made an influence now. I hope to be making an influence, helping people that are less fortunate. That's my main goal, to give back to the community that helped me.
Okay. Nico?
20 years from now, I'm trying to work hard to become a lawyer, and I always have dreams of becoming the President of the United States.
Aha, very good.
I'm working there.
Okay, very good. All right, we're going to hold you to that. Alicia?
I'll be a doctor 20 years from now.
What kind of doctor you want to be? Do you know yet?
OBGYN.
All right, very good. Bring those babies into the world. Mackenzie?
20 years from now, I will be working with the justice system, make sure it's straight and that it's clear, and especially for Black people.
Congratulations. Mr. White is the point person, our newsmaker of the year, but he wouldn't be our newsmaker of the year if it weren't for all of you. So it's one big happy group. Congratulations once again to our newsmaker of the year, Anthony White, and his award-winning Detroit Youth Choir. I'm Chuck Stokes. We'll be back next week with more newsmakers in the spotlight. We hope you have a great week.